Hello friends, welcome to the channel. I am Poonam Dua and today with me you are going to understand a poetry passage that was part of 2020 MA English Entrance Exam of Delhi University. We will cover question number 63 to 68. Please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel and let us continue on to the passage now. This is the poem O Taste and See by Denis Levertov, based on the concept of carpe diem, which means to urge someone to make the most of the present time, and you may say seize the day. Let us have a look at the question 1, that is question 63 of this exam. There is an intertextual allusion to another poem. Identify the writer: Robert Frost, William Wordsworth, William Blake और P.B. Shelley. सबसे पहले हम अपनी इस पोइट्री को समझते हैं. हमारी इस पोइट्री में देखिए शुरुआती वर्ड्स: द वर्ल्ड इज नॉट विद अस इनफ, ओ टेस्ट एंड सी. O Taste and See by Denis Levertov, a British-born naturalized American poet. And in the first stanza, the speaker states that the world is not enough with us, which suggests that the time in our life is very short. Therefore, we cannot sit back and just observe the world. We need to experience the world, and for this we have to taste each and every flavor of life and see the each and every variant color that life gives to us. ओ टेस्ट एंड सी बाय डेनिस लेवरेटॉव एक शॉर्ट पोइट्री है जो कि डिपिक्ट करती है रियल वेज टू लिव द लाइफ टू द फुलेस्ट एंड एंजॉय एवरी मोमेंट ऑफ लाइफ द वे इट कम्स टू अस. On the contrary, it is quite similar. The few initial lines are quite similar to The World is Too Much With Us, a sonnet by English romantic poet William Wordsworth. In that poetry, The World is Too Much With Us, Wordsworth criticizes the world of the first industrial revolution for being absorbed in materialism and distancing itself from nature, whereas this poetry teaches us the value and beauty of nature that we, the busy blind people, don't bother to see or to feel. So option number 2, William Wordsworth, is the correct answer to this question. Here you may see kind of similarity between the initial words of both of these poetries. Next question, question number 64. Which among the following lines directly allude to biblical verse? The correct answer is option number 3, O Taste and See. The second stanza basically presents the speaker in the subway where he notices the biblical verse, O taste and see that the Lord is good. Here you can see written over here, O taste and see that the Lord is good. The verse basically directly says that the Almighty God is good, and to experience His goodness, one has to totally submit himself or herself to the life God has given. One has to feel the beauty and wonder of the surrounding with all the senses, and the world has so many things to offer to us, and we need to open our eyes and arms to receive them. We need to taste and see the world. Next question, what is the predominant mood of this poetry? Let us understand each of the option first, and then we will decide which one is the correct answer: reflexive, authoritative, pragmatic or comic. Let us understand reflexive first. If a writer is being reflective, then maybe he or she is thinking deeply about something. I'll give one example also. The Solitary Reaper by William Wordsworth. The readers get to know speaker's reflection on the power of Reaper's song. Next, authoritative. When a speaker is being authoritative, that means he or she is being ordering or demanding or both. Example is The Sun Rising by John Donne. The use of imperative structures is there, and all through the poem we get to see the authoritative tone and the position of dominance of the speaker. Next one is pragmatic. Pragmatic, the simple dictionary meaning is practical, or you may say realistic or sensible. Example, Chimney Sweeper or London by William Blake, where the writer is being very realistic. The next one is comic. Comic, something which ridicules or satirizes a situation. Meg Flecknoe is a very good example, a verse mock heroic satire written by John Crichton. So no doubt this poetry is reflexive. Actually, as I told, if you are reflexive, you are thinking deeply about something. And here the inevitability of death and the bounties of life are being contemplated by the speaker. Next question. Which of the following statement about the poem is or are correct? Let us understand each of the option. Option A. Poetry according to the poem has nothing to do with escape. Yes, of course. कोई भी escapism नहीं है इस poetry में. Option number B. Poetry according to the poem has to do with involvement, engagement with the senses. Yes, when we see the word oh, taste and see, that means कि अपनी senses को use करने के लिए evoke किया गया है readers को. Next, option C. Poetry according to the poem should invoke the reader to seize the day. I told in the very beginning it is based upon the policy of Carpe Diem. So option number 3, all of these are the correct answer. Next question. Which among the following allude to the book of Genesis in the Bible? Into our flesh or death, hungry and plucking the fruit, oh taste and see, or living in the orchard. The book of Genesis, the first book of Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament, is an account of the creation of the world, the early history of humanity, Israel's ancestors, and the origin of the Jewish people. God making the world like a king planting a farm or park or orchard, you can say, into which God put humanity to serve the ground and to serve and look after the estate. So here option number A, option B and option D are the right answer. So it becomes option 4, which covers all of 3, A, B and D. Next question, which is the larger theme that the poem is foregrounding? The ecstasy of heart, the ecstasy of soul, the ecstasy of mind, or the ecstasy of body? If we die, we cannot taste all the fruits of life because our body gets vanished or body gets destroyed. So while living, we have to taste all the experience of life and see all the beauties of the world. No one can say what will happen after death. No one knows. That is why the poet is focusing to enjoy life while living, in every experience of happiness, sadness, and frustrations are precious. We have to accept life as it comes to us, to enjoy it to the fullest is the main theme of the poetry. It is not the ecstasy of heart or soul or even mind, but the ecstasy of body. I hope you liked the video. Please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching and best of luck for your exams.